We are now in a good situation to look at the code for this. Let's go ahead and include all the headers first. We are in the std namespace. I'll open up the main function. If you see the format of input, they're taking n and the array, very similar to the previous question. So let's go ahead and take that as the input. The array of size n, I'll just declare the array and start a loop. Taking those inputs. So now I have the inputs with me. The actual code will start here. So if you try to recollect, we were interested in finding the minimum in the sorted rotated array. So in order to distinguish those two lines, what did we say? We said that the second line is always below array 0, right? So we can use that as a predicate. So the predicate becomes, is array of mid greater than, is array of mid smaller than array of 0? So the entire line is below array of 0. So we want trues for them and we want falses for the first line. So this will be the predicate, and what are we looking for? We are looking for the first t. So let's go ahead and start the loop. Declare low 0, high as the last element, mid. We will run as long as we have more than one element. We'll come back to the mid computation. Let's do the decision. So in the decision, we will evaluate the predicate. Is array of mid less than array of 0? So if we are at a t and we are looking for the first t, we can ignore everything to the right of it. So high becomes mid. If we are at an f, we can ignore everything to the left of it, including it. So low becomes mid plus 1. Which block is progressing? The else block is progressing. So we will use the lower mid. So mid becomes low plus high minus low by 2. So now once we are out of this loop, we need the sanity check. So now let's take a moment to think about, do we need a sanity check? If yes, what do we? So if both the lines have at least one element in them, which means the array is rotated by any number not equal to n or 0, which means you have at least one element in the second line also, then you know for sure that this is correct, right? But what if you don't have any point in the second line? What if your second line, which is completely below array of 0, empty? What does that boil down to? That boils down to us saying that the array is increasing, sorted array which hasn't been rotated. So that's also a sorted rotated array with 0 rotations. So, or with n rotations. If you rotate it by n places, you will get back the same array. If you rotate a sorted array by n places, you will get back the same array, right? So bottom line is, what did I tell you? I told you two lines, L1, L2. L2 is completely below array of 0, right? So if we have at least one point in L2, then we are good. This code will give us that point. But what if there is nothing in this line, no point in this line? So you just have L1. What does that boil down to? That boils down to us saying that the array is sorted and increasing. So there you don't have an L2, and there your solution will return a wrong answer. Why will it return a wrong answer? Because if you see, for all the ifs, what will happen is this else will be executed, right? Because you have an all f line. It's f. There is no t. L2 is empty. So for all f, every time you will get into this else part, and you will keep updating your low to mid plus 1. So eventually when this loop ends, you will be at the last element, array of n minus 1. and that is not the minimum in a sorted array, right? Sorted array which hasn't been rotated, the minimum is array 0. So that is our sanity check. What we will do is we will simply check, is the element that we have gotten, is it smaller than array of 0? If it is smaller than array of 0, then we are good, then this is the minimum. Otherwise we will say that this is a completely sorted array, so your minimum is array of 0. So this is our sanity check, a little non-trivial compared to others. This else part basically tells us that it's an increasing array, a completely increasing array with 0 rotations, or you can say n rotations or 2n rotations, right? You can see the periodicity, right? So for that case, we will have to handle separately. So let's go ahead and submit the code for this. So I have this question open in front of me. I have the code copied to my clipboard. I'll just go ahead and submit this, just making sure that things are fine. Looks good. Let's go ahead and submit this. We can come back and track the progress of this. Yep, so this looks good.